Hi, honey. It's Dad. Just wanted to touch base with you about Mackenzie and her grandma passing. Um, so, anyways, give me a call when you can. Talk to you soon, honey. Bye.
Okay, ready?
What do I do?
Just look at me, but don't smile. Growing up, I lived with my mom and my dad and my 12-year-old brother, Grant. As a kid, I really liked to read and go outside and play. I would spend a lot of my time either reading or drawing and creating things. I had a pretty normal childhood growing up. There was nothing really out of the blue. Every summer, my family and I would go up to a cottage for a week in Pentwater on Lake Michigan. And it was really nice because it was a time for us to all kind of connect and come together over the summer and really just have time away from the busyness and hecticness of life and everything that was going on. Just a normal, typical childhood. When I was in second grade, my parents started fighting a lot. We would be in bed and sleeping, and then my mom would come get us, and we'd go spend the night at my grandparents' house. My dad would leave for a couple days at a time. I didn't really know what was going on because my mom wanted to try and keep my brother and I away from the nastiness of all of their fighting. One day I got home and my mom was upstairs in her bedroom and a lot of our stuff was gone. And I was like, Mom, what is happening? What is going on? She's like, well, your dad left. We sat and we cried together for a long time. Being a second grader, I didn't really understand what that meant. I didn't understand that he wasn't gonna be home tomorrow. Trying to adjust to that big transition in my life was a difficult thing to do. Even though my parents were divorced, I would say it was almost better than when they were together because there was more stability, even though it was separate. It just wasn't a constant stability. They weren't fighting as much, obviously, and they weren't I wasn't constantly being whisked out of my house. It was almost better. And then when I was a freshman in high school, my dad committed suicide. He had been an alcoholic for a lot of his life. He was finally starting to get better, and I think he really realized how many people he had hurt, and it made him really depressed. All the bad decisions he had made and all of the bad influences, and so he ended up taking his own life. In that act, he chose to leave me, I guess. I had a lot of anger and confusion. I really didn't have a sense of why this happened. Being a freshman at the time was difficult because I had very little sense of the world as it was, but then when that world that you did have was taken and turned upside down and just shattered completely, it was a hard thing to process. I had fallen into this really deep hole of depression and anxiety. If I looked at the big picture, I'd get super overwhelmed. So I took it at first day by day, and I would just slowly take it a little bit at a time. Throughout all of that, I would appreciate the little things in life, be grateful for the sunshine or for a smile, just little things like that, and it helped me really kind of focus in on the beauty of the world rather than seeing the real scary world. I was able to stay a positive person and stay true to myself, really because of the people that I had in my life. When I wanted to kind of fall apart and have a breakdown, they'd be like, "Hailey, you're strong, you can do this." And when I didn't really believe in myself, they believed in me and kept pushing me to be a better version of who I was. Rather than staying stagnant and stuck in the past, they really helped me move forward and kind of move past this. Don't take the little things for granted. They're a huge part of life, and I think people brush over little things like memories with your family or just day-to-day gratitude for the sunshine, stuff like that. I think it's super important to focus on being happy and thankful for the little things in life. I have a tattoo on my foot, and it is of the sound waves from a voicemail from my dad on my phone before he passed away. It's been really cool for me because people ask about it and I'll be able to explain it to them, and it's a really nice gateway for me to be able to share my experiences and if they're struggling with the same thing. So it's been a neat way for me to be able to kind of share a little bit about myself with other people.
Hi, honey. It's Dad. Just wanted to touch base with you about Mackenzie and her grandma passing. So anyways, give me a call when you can. Talk to you soon, honey. Bye.